Hello, good morning, Gary Champion. December 2020 is disappearing, going into the mist. I have a video today about close encounters. Also, reminder we're going live on the 1st. I think you all got a notice on that. And we have a healing coming up for Daily and Dawn, January 4th, 7 p.m. Some people are already sending her energy. And a little bit of information about how I as a medium work. I'm going to start off with that. We have a long-term watcher, Deborah Cottrell, who is in the same condition as Daleen Dawn. And I think I've overlooked her, and not through my choice. Some people, my guys, just don't want me to read. I'm not in control of this. So those of you who think that I'm, Svengali, he knows everything. He's in charge. I'm not. So I guess she told me that she was ill, and I ignored it. I haven't given her a reading on the site. Little text things that I read from you, I give you a little something from the other side. Not all the time, but occasionally. Sometimes I'm just agreeing with what you're saying, which doesn't require much. So I think we should do the same healing for Deborah Cottrell on January the 1st, 7 p.m. She's in stage 4. And my guys didn't have me read her for a lot of reasons, I'm sure. And when I did look at her name, the things I got were not good. So maybe that's why someone's saying keep up hope. Maybe that's why I didn't read her. But it's not too late. She has a good heart, I'm being told. She has a good heart. So I'm going to go with that. Everybody is worth helping. Nobody should be left on the bus. So we're doing Daily and Dawn, January 4th at 7 p.m. And we're going to focus our energies first on Deborah Cottrell. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. On January the 1st at 7 p.m. because she has a little checkup on the 6th of January. So we want to see if we can't boost her immune system and clear some of this out for her before the 6th. And I thought, well, the 1st, what's wrong with that? I mean, a lot of things are going on the 1st. It's it's first of the year, and everything kind of comes at you. But people come first. People come first. Also, some of you guys make comments, and I might get a glimpse at it. I might be able to see it in my management side of this stuff, and then it's gone. And there's a space for I can actually look at the ones that are going to be deleted by YouTube or Google, whoever, the big hand that snatches people out. And that's where you're going to. You're getting, the floor opens and your comment is gone. I might get to see it for a second or two if I'm right there. But once it's been decided to be removed, I don't have any choice in that. Usually for inappropriate text. Say something that's demeaning or hurtful, or just the words themselves. They're not going to let you use them. If I use one of them here, it'd disappear. Apparently asshole isn't one of them, because I've used that a lot. Apparently it has to be worse than that. Or if you send a link hey guys, come here, click on this and go over to this guy. They got this great electric shaver those disappear. They never even see the site. And the reason why is a lot of these, it's a porno or a sexual or something in nature. And so I'm not taking your comment off. YouTube has guidelines, and you can go too far, and I can go too far, and things disappear. Videos just get sucked out of the air. So, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me a bit. I can, if necessary, I will redo it and take some offensive stuff out and put it back up. Sometimes it takes me 4 or 5 videos to get it up. Now, I did a video reading somebody in a restaurant once, and a song was playing, and there's a copyright on that song by, of course, the songwriter and the people who distribute it and sell it, and it was excluded just for that reason. It was in a eatery someplace. They had a pipe tin music playing, and I was given the reason that the music is copyrighted and can't be played as backup music for one of my videos, which is what to their bots it looked like I was appropriating somebody's music to stick behind it. So I'm not refusing to read your text for reasons that I'm aware of. As I scan these texts, and you'll see on the first when we go live again, it's the ones that my guys pick, and they'll have the text be extra big or bright or something. So that's the one that I'm told to pick, and I really can't pick any other one. Like I've turned into a robot. But that's the way it's always been. I'm okay with it. People, you're not living your own life. You can't do what you want to do. I have a pretty good life because I don't do what I want to do. Life kind of clicks along pretty perfectly. So, Deborah Cottrell, January 1st, 7 p.m. I'm going to be here meditating in my little office, sending her all the energy I forgot. January the 4th, Daylene Dawn, and I've heard from her and had a little difficulty with her replying to some of these. She wanted to, but couldn't get it to work. Now it seems to be okay. Daylene Dawn, January 4th. Deborah, I'm sorry I didn't respond, but it's just out of my hands. Nothing I can do about it. But I'm doing something now. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, today's video, if I don't mark these things, I'll read them again. Inappropriate text. Okay. That one. Okay. I was sitting around trying to get my contact form to work on my website because the dadgum thing stops working. And I just sort of sat back and relaxed and said, I'm just going to leave this alone. I can't fix it tonight. I need to be in there with my wife watching television and enjoying life. And sure enough, I did go do that. And I woke up this morning and I put another form up there and it works fine. Someone said Close Encounters. I thought, okay, well, I've talked about some of that, Close Encounters. And then I got up this morning after fixing my contact form and typed that in. Of course, the movie comes up, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And how it goes is, Close Encounters of the First Kind is you have a visual sighting of a UFO. That's number one. Number two, Close Encounter of the Second Kind is physical. And of the third kind, it's the presence of a creature or a UFO pilot. I thought, well, why doesn't that apply to spiritual stuff? Well, it can, as it turns out. And we're going to figure it out here. It's nothing prepared. I just wrote those 3 things down. And I'm hoping the other side will give it to me. The first kind can be a visual sighting, where you see a dark shadow moving across the room. They're not evil. That's just the best they can form. Um, or my grandfather who stands here and he looks absolutely like he used to look. I mean, he hasn't aged any. He's wearing the same pants and shirt with double pockets and little snaps, and looks just like he used to. Haircut's the same, everything. So let's say close encounters of the first kind, you have a visual sighting. Second kind is really kind of what we're talking about here today, or what I'm trying to talk about and getting around to. But I know that I'm not as slow as some of the. I've watched other people's stuff, and they can be 15, 20 minutes before they get to the point. And everybody has their own way. I just can't watch those because I get bored. My brain doesn't fix to things very long. It's me. It's not the video. It's my inability to interact with something that doesn't move quicker than that. And I believe I've given a lot of readings, thousands of them, and I occasionally mention, because the other side will mention, have you felt spirits touching you? And they'll say it. So now I'm sure this will be some kind of a code where they can just say physical contact, and I'll understand what it means. Or close encounters of the second kind. If I'm giving a reading and I say something that sounds way far out, that couldn't possibly be true, and I want to take it back, they touch me on the back to let me know that my original was correct, that what I said in the original thing, it's just strange sounding. And most of the time these things don't bother me because I'm not really there. I'm in a meditative state. You can say anything in a meditative state. So I'm in and out of that here this morning. As I hear things, I drift over there and then I come back. So I don't know if it's apparent, but that's what's going on. So it's a reinforcement for me to let me know that my original weird sounding statement's actually what's true. And usually the sitter will say, yeah, that's true. I feel that. And there's a variety of those. If you feel little fingers, little hands, it's children. Some people attract children from the other side. Either they could have been, I can't even say this stuff. So I'm going to leave that one alone. It can have to do with children. Maybe your life as a child or their life as a child. Or maybe perhaps you do babysitting, or you've had 10 kids, or you're just a child lover, as most women are. There's a reason they touch you. Your energy is sort of like theirs. And it's not pleasant when you're 6 years old as a child and you begin feeling hands on your body, indicating things. It's just uncomfortable. It's not invasive, I don't think, for me, because that was one of the early signs that I was a medium. I mean, besides loud blaring voices in my head. And if you do get really loud voices, they just don't know what the sound level should be. They're approximating something they're not sure of. Oh, that sounds strange too. You think they know everything, but they don't. They don't know how closely you're listening. Sometimes has to do with the volume level. But they're shouting at you really, really loudly because you're not listening. So they have to shout above your own thoughts about, oh, I gotta go, I gotta make the gravy, I've gotta go to the store, oh, the car needs washing. So they blare past that. It's the only way they can get to you because your head's full of crap, as most people are. Garbage. Not in the trash sort of sense, but trash in the sense of too many thoughts. You don't let them in, so they just sort of barge in. It's like someone's tapping on the door. You ignore it, and pretty soon they just kick the door in. they're going to say something to you. Just it's nicer if it's subtle instead of very loud. But that's what I was hearing as a child till we got together and talked about modulating the sound a little bit. It's too loud for me. Loudness also indicates clarity with spirit, how advanced a medium you are to some degree. Because if they're really, really loud, and it has to do with expenditure of energy, that if they have to talk really, really loud, then it takes more energy for them to do it. And some sessions with mediums like that, they don't last very long. Oh, I've lost her, she's gone. And some of that's fake when they say, oh, I've lost her, she's gone. Maybe she'll come back later. That's just showmanship. It's fake. But they do have an energy limit. And when you've exceeded it, then they just sort of drift off, come back another time. So if you can keep the volume level really low, you can talk for hours to a spirit. Same spirit can just hang around and have conversations about various things. Anyway, third kind doesn't happen. Close encounters of the third kind does not happen. There's not going to be a UFO pilot or a spirit standing here in physical form. They passed, the body's gone. Their body's gone. They can show you a representation of it, like my grandfather does. That's a visual sighting. That's Close Encounters of the First Kind. Of course, I'm just making all this up. This has to do with the movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and UFO people, which I'm not, don't get into that. I mean, it's just too crazy for me to contemplate. It's not what I do. And the guys are saying really loudly. It's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing this kind of work. Anyway, I hope that hasn't been too long a video for you. Close Encounters of the First Kind is a visual sighting. Second kind, you'll be touched in some way, as I get touched on the back, reinforcing that what I've said is true. It's a way of keeping me going in the direction I'm going. They don't want me to drift off into some other thing. Third encounter doesn't happen because they passed, they don't have a body, therefore they're not there in physical form. The reason you're getting deleted is because text is inappropriate or you put a link in there. I'm trying to recap. Deborah Cottrell, stage 4 cancer. I didn't leave you out for no reason. I'm just not supposed to go there. If there's something I can do, and this is what I'm doing, then I will. Deborah is January 1st at 7 p.m. Daylene Dawn, January 4th at 7 p.m. Again, you're not getting paid to do this. It's a heart thing. You either got to want to do it or you don't. And I'm being pulled many ways right now, but I'm putting all that aside. I'm just going to dump whatever I'm doing for these two people right now, which need us the most. So I'm hoping you'll put aside whatever you're working on where you can get 30, 45, an hour worth of sending energy to this woman. Again, these are not specific. You can't say the heart or the lungs or it's these things. Cancer's everywhere. And I'm getting that multiple parts of her are in different stages. Some are late, some are middle, some are early. The organs and things that it's impacting is, I'm not supposed to talk any further about that. But hang with me. This is a good thing we're doing. And we'd all do more if we could. They're just limitations. But spirit doesn't really have any limits to it. The things you can do in a partnering with the other side, just pretty much unlimited. It's a human part of us that holds us back from doing what we're capable of doing. So I'm throwing aside my humanness on the first, because she has a doctor's appointment on the 6th. So we need to penetrate that, and just take the whole body as a whole and send some healing energy. If you can see it disappearing, if you can visualize it, it's there, and then all of a sudden it's leaving, it's packing its suitcase and leaving. But it's amazing how many good healers, Reiki, masters, all this stuff. People have been doing it for years. They're joining in, so I'm looking for good results. Daylene said she feels better, so I'm going to go with that. So I think I've dragged this video out as long as anybody possibly could. And I'm going to end it with no fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.